All right. We're in the month of June, and it's Men's Mental Health Awareness. Now, this goes not just for men, but this could be help for anybody. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling frustrated, or you just can't get a handle on what your emotion is, and you feeling like maybe you want to harm yourself or others, I'm going to give you some information. You have first the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That is 1-800-273-TALK equals to 8255. 1-800-273-TALK. That is the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you're feeling like you want to harm yourself, reach out to them. There's always somebody there to answer the line. If you don't feel like talking to somebody and you just want to get, you maybe might be a text message kind of person, you can call Text Connect. You can text 741-7415. That is 741-7415. That would also equally connect you to somebody, and you can seek any help. If you feel like it's a dire emergency, or maybe if you are around somebody that is having a mental health issue or what have you, 911, your local 911 is always a quick response. You can go that route. If you're having similar issues, this is another one. This is the Lifeline. You can text 988 and you can reach somebody. If you're online and maybe you have a little bit of time and you're trying to get an understanding of what you're going through and what you're feeling, you can reach out to the NAMI, NAMI. That is the National Alliance of Mental Health Illness. Again, that's NAMI, National Alliance of Mental Health Illness. And all these places you can reach online via text message, phone call, whatever it takes just to get you back right. All right? Peace. Love you. Have a good one. And drink water.
The thoughts, views, and opinions of In the Red Podcast and its host and our guest is strictly for entertainment purposes only.
Is there introduction or what?
The introduction will come later. Don't worry about that.
All right. Because he's here.
Matter of fact,
Medea.
Let me do my due diligence.
Right. That me away upon you, man.
Can I start without interruptions? All right. We in the building. Right? I got my ace. Boom. The man that jumped me in a couple episodes prior to this, but as a loving, angel-like, angel-hearted, good Samaritan man that I am, I allowed him to come back. Right? Ace Boom, Cuz, family, God, parent to my children. Does me wrong every time he gets a chance. You could do one on, one off if you wanted to, too, just for the headphones, just so you know. Yeah. The big dog himself? Huh? Talk about it. Huh? Are we just doing the initials, or we doing the GB? We going by GB?
GB Top Dog, baby, Top Dogs.
There we go.
Huh?
I ain't got the thing. I ain't got the thing. Oh, it ain't load up, man. It was supposed to be but all I got for you. This is what I got for you, brother. That's what I got for you. I know. It could have been worse. It could have been.
Oh.
It could have been.
Wow.
You know? It's embarrassing, bro.
It's very embarrassing.
I don't know. It wasn't working, man. But yo, we in the building, man. My man is here. Finally, we get to do. You know what? Even before we get through, because usually people name the pod, or I'll name the pod afterwards. This is the dog pod, man.
Oh yeah, that perfect name all day.
You know what I forgot to tell you or ask you to do? Hold on, let me put some lighting on myself. I'm a little on the dark side. There we go. Light me up. They got to see all this, man.
Right.
Yeah. But
so I figure out what exactly they're looking at.
see, don't start. You see, when you start early, you know what I'm saying? Calm down. You know what I forgot to ask you? I should have asked you, you should have asked your wife if it was okay. Can we talk single?
I feel like, sometimes, things come my way from you, sir. I feel like it's an entrapment. So I have to proceed with caution.
Why?
Yeah?
Why?
Proceed with caution.
This is a safe place. Safe place.
This is here for now.
It's always safe. When you're around me, everything is safe, bro.
Well, I'm just looking for the lightning to strike.
This is a safe space, man. It's always safe around me. You know how I carry it, bro. I tell you all the time, man. God don't play about me. I walk with angels.
Well, that's a fact. I can't argue with you on that, because there was certain situations you've put me in with the wives, and when I turned, you was floating away. I said, wow. He floated away. He left me, and he put me in a situation and floated away. I said, wow.
Why would you say something like that?
I'm just going to tell the facts. Listen.
First of all, let me tell you something. First thing, that hurts.
So he should.
Well, because it's a bold-faced lie. And for you to come on this podcast, this honest podcast, hey, let me tell you something. This podcast is about honesty, right? And transparency, right? Now, who's put who in more situations? You want to be honest? Huh?
There's no way. There's not been a comparison.
You want to start with Broadway? You sipping like I'm sipping. You want to start with Broadway, sir? Because a fine few have only heard that story. We can tell it to the masses. You want to start with Broadway, or you want to wait a little bit? You want to wait a little bit? I'm willing to wait a little bit.
I mean, I know it's gonna come around. Things is at this point is gonna come around. The fact that you would say that, though, that says a lot. Well, first of all, everybody that knows the top dog here, they know this face right here
is the sign of the devil. I'm convinced that what happened, I don't know if you've seen before the Pope passed. Before the Pope that passed, right? They had a thing where he opened the doors and he looked. You remember that everybody was talking about the fright that he's seen on his face. What people fail to do is, and you know me, I'm research king. I looked at the person that opened the door, because I was like, why does he look like that? He looked like he just saw, you know what I mean? He was frightened to his core. I said, my God, what could have made that man feel that way? And I zoomed in, screenshot, zoom in, put it in my laptop, open it up. You know how you open it up. Like,
yeah. That looked like you was opening something else, though.
Oh, like a BBW? Okay. Like a big girl?
Like a BBL. Yeah, that's
not a BBL. A BBW.
A BBW?
I keep telling you, stop switching them up. Somebody gonna fuck you up, bro. Wait, I can't. I gotta blank that out. Listen, certain language can't be used within the first 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes. Then
because the algorithm and all that other good stuff. But I opened that thing up and I zoomed in and I said, my God, is that the top dog? Jiminy Cricket. It is. I couldn't believe it. And I saw you standing there. And the Pope looked frightened. But listen, honestly, let's get back to the beginning because we get off track.
We do,
and this is this is what you do every time. You take us off topic even when we're talking in normal space.
Right.
Can we talk single? I'm willing to talk single.
Let's do it.
Okay,
that's what this is about.
All right,
that's what we're here for.
Let me ask you a question.
We're there.
Now, I'm not putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
It got hot all of a sudden.
That's because the AC off.
Oh, it was something.
And that's because your cup. That cup got you hot. It's red. Red hot. Red hot. No, listen. Yo, if you and I answered this question directly to mine already.
No.
So I'm not putting you on the spot. I actually said this to mine. Do you think, like, if things would turn around, I'm not talking about marriage, if you went back in time, would you date your wife again? Wait. Wait. What happened? I've never heard you so quiet in my life.
Right, because everything you can't just throw answers. You have to just you take a little pause. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm not talking about marriage. Damn, you sipping the shit out of that cup.
I got that.
Wait, I ain't never seen chicks so hot in my life. My God. I'm not talking about marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you date your wife again? Like, and I'm not talking about you know her or whatever. I'm just talking about like thinking like who you are, what you've turned into now, right? Would you be like, damn, if I knew what I knew now, not necessarily about her, but about yourself, would you be like, I would date her again? Date, because you just meeting her for the first time.
Right.
You don't know nothing about her.
Right.
Right.
It.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. See, I clear that up. So
now,
yeah.
I've had this conversation with my wife. We've had these conversations.
Oh, word?
Oh, these conversations have come up numerous of times.
See, it's
numerous, not numerous.
So it is a parallel world.
No, yeah, because I mean, I've said it several times. I strongly believe, especially when you're watching those time shows where they go back in time, you know, then that's when the conversations come up. You know, wife look right over. Oh, you can go back in time. Would you? Now I've looked over at my wife, looked her right in the eyes. Would I date her? I would.
Oh, okay.
No, I would.
Right.
Would I proceed in the same way? Would anything change? Absolutely. Certain things would change.
You would move. Certain things you would move.
Certain things would, yes.
Right.
Yeah, certain things will move.
Right.
Like I literally said to her, if I go back, I will catch myself. Hey, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. No. I'm you. Let me talk to you.
Right.
Let me tell you certain things.
Yeah.
Moves a different way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I said the same to mine. I was like, yo, I would date you again.
Yeah. No.
Hey, I would move a little bit different. I mean, what's crazy is because, like, with mine, it's see, saying fault wouldn't make it sound like something is wrong. It's not nothing wrong, but you're the cause of me meeting mine.
I almost feel like I'm not. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you can't just burp on my mic, man. Like turn. You know what I mean? Do one of these hit swings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Brethren, I want a more clout. Yeah, I said to me right now.
Brother.
But that technically, that's not English.
Brother,
so we
and
can say that.
all,
Patois can go. You know, maybe can talk.
First of all,
patois.
Listen.
Now, let me understand something. No, we're not going to jump over this.
I have on headphones.
We're not going to jump over this.
I want to hear that.
We're not going to jump over this.
Number one. What?
Yeah, like I have a lollipop or I'm brushing my teeth or something. You know what I mean? I'm me.
Yeah.
As you see, we record things two different ways. I remember me and my cuz, we hanging out. You know, so we used to hang out, we used to go places.
All right, before you even finish, how we get there?
How did we get there? We were supposed to.
How did we get there? Yeah, talk about it. How did we get there? Who drove?
Did I drive? I don't remember.
Of course you did.
See, that's what I mean. Remember things two different ways.
That was Blue Expedition days.
I did. Yeah. Right.
Blue Expedition.
Right.
And whose friend was it? Whose party was it?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to so many different things. It's hard to,
Yeah, but it was your friend first.
Wow.
Before he became my friend. So it was your friend first.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So technically, you owe me. You owe me like
a cuff.
You owe me a wow.
What?
Like that's a debt you can never pay. Not only did you end up with that great woman that you have to build a future with going forward.
Why you snicker?
I didn't snicker.
This is also a video pod too, just so you know. I know you forget that's being recorded. So carry on, my friend.
But you are now you were blessed with my God kids.
Oh, that's a fact.
So that's the thing. You can't pay. You can't even. That's a debt. You can never pay me for, man. You're welcome. Like
you're right.
Welcome, sir. You know what I mean?
But what do you have to say about the dangers you've put me into through life?
Well, in life, every good comes with a bad. You can't have one without the other. There is no yin without the yang.
Sir,
there's
you tried to fight
without a yang.
A bus driver through a rear view mirror. I couldn't wait for you to lead us to this story.
That was the yang.
Yeah. Oh, yang.
You can't have yin without yang.
Yeah. Oh, it was a yang for sure.
You can't have one without the other.
You know what? Let me mute your mic. There you go. Let me get this story out, man. What the fuck we talk about? Huh? Hey, yeah, I got controls over here. I control you, big dog. Huh? You think I give a fuck about your size? Huh? When it comes to this audio shit, yeah, out of here. Back again. Out of here. Back again.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't give a fuck about your 320
I think you should
size.
put control on this side as well.
Absolutely not. You've had too much control in your life. You want control, go back home. Not in this vicinity. This is mi casa. All mi casa. No sue. Huh? You wanna sue? Go sue somebody outside. But in this building, yeah. So people, let me tell you what happened. So me and my angel-like self, and I'm the passenger in the vehicle, and I don't even know where we were going that day. Driving down Broadway in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we're going. And all of a sudden, my cuz starts going off at the windshield and yelling at the windshield. Yo, so what you saying, son? What you saying? What are you saying? So I'm looking around because this is wild. I was like, yo, what is happening? Who we fighting? I take off my shades. He takes the shades off, throws them on the dashboard. I'm looking in front. I'm looking on the sides. I don't see nobody. But he's still arguing. My God. I was like, yo, son, what we do? Who is it? Who? What? Where? Help. I'm here to help. Says nothing. He keeps arguing. Next thing you know, I said, yo, I asked him one more time, son, who we fighting? He said, this nigga right here. I said, where? There's nobody there. He pointed to the rear view mirror. This man was arguing with the bus driver through his rear view mirror. So just to make you understand, in case you're not completely computing, because it took me a while to compute, and I was there, right? He was looking forward, straight ahead, but having a full-blown argument with the bus driver behind him. I look backwards, the poor bus driver is standing there and pretty much throws his hands up like, I don't even know what's happening, sir. Right? He's hell-bent that the bus driver is arguing back with him. Nobody knows this. the passengers are like, what's happening? I'm like, what's happening? But I can't say like what's happening because it's my cuz and I gotta, if he's going down, if it's up, it's up. So I gotta front and act like, yeah, we about that. I don't even know what that is at the present time. I don't know what we arguing about. Yeah, nigga. Fuck, nigga. What's up? He gets out the car. Now he's standing on the running board like one of the president's security, looking backwards. What you want to do? Bus driver in his innocent fashion says, "I don't even know, sir. I don't know you." One tear came down the bus driver's eyes and said, "This is not what I get paid for. I don't get paid to do this. I'm the MTA." I said, "Hey, G, he don't want none. Man, get back in the car. We good, man. Drive off, man." Meanwhile, 7 lights have changed since we've been in the spot while he was holding up the bus. The light has changed 7 times. Went from red to green, green to red, red to green, green to red about 7 times. I said, "G, let's go." G's like, "Nah, son, this nigga got to learn." I said, "No, come on, big dog. Bring it down. Don't worry, when we get to the spot, I get you a doggy treat, you be good." He said, I said, all right. He put back on his shades, and we drove off. Where we went, I don't even fucking remember. But, needless to say, dangerous situation that I had no part of, but he put me in, but we still here today. Now, let me ask you, does that sound like correct to you?
Absolutely not. Now, notice I allowed you to have your platform of your point of view.
Right.
And as I'm sure
I'm gonna mute up. I'm
as
mute
you
myself.
sure people, because this is a story that's been going on for years, and I've allowed him to tell his version, however he wants to spin it. But now that I have your attention, folks, I'm going to give you the real story of how it went down. Now, most of us drive. We all know, we can clearly see in our rear view mirror people behind us. And we all know, we've all dealt with it. If you drive in the city, which I drive in the city, you've been cut off by somebody, you look in the rear view mirror, you can clearly see the person behind you. That's what the mirror is for. If you can't see the person behind you, then you shouldn't be driving, because that's what the mirror is for. You can clearly see the person behind you. And if you see the person behind you and this is what you see, because you don't need to hear it, you see, who can tell what that is? I don't need to be a deaf person to be able to read that. Who can't see that? So you're basically saying what clearly came out your mouth. So I'm looking at you in my rearview mirror, and I politely responded back. I'm like, okay, so we seem like we got a problem now. He clearly can see me. If you're behind somebody, I'm behind people all the time. I can clearly see them and what they do. Somebody cut you off and give you a finger, you can see them. You can't see them, you can see them. So he clearly see me responding back to him. I threw my car in park. That's because that's what I'm about. That's what I was about then. Yes, when I was younger. Folks, you see what I got to deal with? You see how you see the stuff I got to deal with, folks? This is what I got to deal with.
I didn't say nothing.
The man clearly gave his version of a passenger. You are a passenger. What are you going to see on being a passenger? I saw what I saw. I responded back to him. The driver didn't sit there with no tear in his eye. He just said, all right, man, because he didn't want it. He wanted it when he thought I was going to keep on moving. But when I stopped and said, so what are we going to do? He said, threw his hands up. Yes, he did. And said, oh, okay. That's what you should have just been. You should have been easy. So I got back in my vehicle with my confused, and yeah, it happens. Wow. And I moved on. I've moved on, you know. But that's what happened. But folks, I'm so glad my cousin brought that up. Because
let me meet you up.
No. No, we're gonna get into it. You know, I've worked many shifts, and I always got my cousin back. That's how we was together. We started together. We bonded together. Ride or die.
If you bring this up, it's gonna get nasty.
So there was an incident.
I'm telling you now.
With somebody saying something. I keep hearing something coming across my mic. Anyway, something.
You're about to cross the line, sir.
It came to me one day when my cousin was like, his not the wife.
Don't do it.
His son's mom. Something was going down. Something was going down. So my cousin was like, yo, I don't care what it is. We're going to sit outside this club all night if I have to. She step outside with anybody, son. It's happening. Now, come on. That's my cousin. I'm going to make sure he going to make it home. I got his back. So we sitting out there. We watching the sun, people. You hear what I'm saying? I'm watching the sun come up. And I'm like, yo, bro, you know, man, it's kind of late. I don't care. I don't care what time it is. All of a sudden, the trunk hydraulically popped open. Popped open, and out came bats. I said, oh, this ain't good. Hey, I started sounding like a slave. Oh, this ain't good. I don't know what you think's gonna happen tonight, sir. I don't know what was about to. I was like, oh boy. Bats came out. We were like, anybody come out with her? It's happening. I said, damn, we don't turn the baseball players out this bitch. This took a turn. People, when I said I had one eye open and one eye closed, because I had to have one eye on my cousin, I'm like, bruh, I don't think it's going, I don't care. I'm like, at that time, what was it, Red Bull? He had the Red Bull shots. Yeah, he was just hitting them shots.
No.
So Stackers. Oh, sweet Jesus.
The Stacker twos.
The Stacker two.
Stacker twos.
Stay away from them, sir. If you ain't never, don't do it. I'm telling you.
Stacker two.
Stacker two. My God.
It'll do it every time.
My God. I've watched myself pass myself. What is this? What did he do? What did he give me? It was a devil.
No, I don't know what was in the bigs, man. Because that thing didn't just give you, it didn't just pep you up.
Nah.
Listen.
It wired you.
All right, here's the thing. I'm not even going to front. That happened the way you said it happened. The only thing that's different about the story is that we worked the same shift. So you always make it seem like, yo, I was working a different shift. We worked the same shift.
I did a lot of overtime. A lot. That time I was overtime king.
Yeah, but you worked the same shift. We got off together.
Yeah, but I was doing overtime the day before. Like, I was killing overtime. I was tired.
We worked together. G, first of all, when are you not tired? All right? You are the narcoleptic king.
Wow.
Right? If it wasn't that you're talking right now, you done dozed off twice since we've been here. I done watched the eyes like sink. I don't think the people even realize, like, yo, right now, he's sleep. He's sleep talking. His eyes ain't open. Zoom in, if you're watching this on YouTube, zoom into the thing. You're going to see, this man got big, round eyes. Don't let this he ain't squinting because he cute. He can't see. He's asleep right now as we speak. Anyway, all I'm saying is, bro, that did happen. And that was, and I don't like that you used that storyline. Because that was a very vulnerable time in my life.
We're keeping it real. This is the real podcast. We're keeping it real.
Don't do that.
It's real.
Don't do that. And don't do that with so much gumption in your voice. Because I got more. Excuse me. I got more. And you know I got a lot more. I didn't even want to go down that route with you. Okay? I don't want to do it to you. So let's be cordial. You got one off. I got one off. Pause. Right? Grow up. Because I know you wanted to give a pause. I gave it to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, yeah.
But grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, let's just put jokes aside for 2 minutes. It is June. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness, right? Now, you and I think you and I and our circle is tight but vast, right? Because if you think about like the people in our circle, like in our main circle, like sometimes it wouldn't match, right? Because you had your circle, I had my circle. Our circles kind of like made an 8.
Right.
So it was a bubble in a bubble, and some way, somehow it intertwined, but we're all good.
Right.
But it's so many different factions of men, right? But we all talk.
Right.
So I think we are like the oddballs, honestly, especially in our kind of community. Not our kind of community, but in our kind of our community. As black men, I can say it.
Right.
As black men, we have a thing, and I've said this to you before. I was like, yo, you know, like niggas need to talk more. You and I have, I think, outside of everybody, I think you and I have like the deepest conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, second to you when it comes to conversations, not interactions. Second to you would be, shout out to my man Tito from Checkmate.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
with the gear.
Right.
With the gear. Second to you, he would be next when it comes to conversations.
Right.
But interactions, we're the tightest. But yeah, like I'm really big on, I think men need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not just like, because men tend to talk and we talk with bravado. We don't really show vulnerability when it comes to like certain conversations. Like when niggas is hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember during COVID, I was fucked up during COVID. Like, COVID, I ain't afraid to say it. COVID fucked me up. And it wasn't COVID that fucked me up. I think that's what got like a little people like fucked up with me when it came to me. Thinking like, oh, that COVID shit fuck Reds up, man. It wasn't COVID that fucked me up. People don't realize that, but you wouldn't know. Younger years, you know, my mother would say this. Yo, this boy has lost so much people in his life. Like I was losing.
Right, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like 5 people. It was
impact.
guaranteed 5 people a year that I was losing. That was guaranteed. If anything more than that, like I got a girlfriend on my arm. I've lost 2 girlfriends. You know what I mean? So death fucks with. You know, you think you're immune, especially like living in New York because. Like, you know, your street shit or whatever, and you kind of get immune, you know what I'm saying? But then when you pull yourself out of that, it's like, yo, this shit really ain't normal. Like, we should not be like, oh yeah, another nigga died. That is not natural to human life, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, you know what fucked me up? And I don't think people realize it because I don't talk about it. What's her name? My homegirl, Michael Ann. When she passed, like that threw me.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucked me up. That fucked me up more than everything. So everything that came after that. I'm talking to you, but the people.
Right.
Yeah. So I had a friend. Shout out to Michael Ann and her family. She passed away, but she passed away in her home by herself, and she was found like days later. And it was on the news and all that other stuff. That hit me to the core because she was such like a sweet-hearted person that it just felt like that is the one person that shouldn't have passed that way. You know what I'm saying? that fucked me up. And it hit me like, and it sent my brain in a whirl spin. So then everybody that came after, then right after that, COVID. So then it was my man German. German was the dude, like, if it wasn't for German, I wouldn't be doing nothing in music. German put me onto everything in music. DJ. So starting from DJing, you know what I mean? And then down the line. But you and I had a situation where I started tearing up on the phone, and you had to get off the line with me. You had hang up. Yeah. But it wasn't just about the shots. It was like, yo, I can't.
Right.
It's too much back to back. I can't lose another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nigga, I'm gonna fuck something up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. That was a lot. Yeah. That was a lot.
And then during COVID, my fucking cousin's pops and his uncle passed next to each other. That was when I had the breakdown in the fucking yard. So I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not well, bro. Yeah, I don't think I'm good.
Yeah,
but I could only tell you that.
Yeah, but you see, I think the thing is, and it messed a lot of people up. But I think because I'm in the field,
right,
working at a hospital,
right.
It was constant. So it's like it didn't really get a break. It was constant. We had a freezer sitting outside the hospital, loaded with bodies.
Right.
So it was like at that point, I became numb. I became numb. So it was like, yeah. So it's like I kept expecting there was no downtime. Right. There was no downtime. Yeah. So it that was crazy times. You know what I mean? But I think that would test anybody. I can't see anybody. Yeah. You know, especially as that would test anybody.
Yeah.
Those are some
but you would have men that would like just bypass it and be like, yo, like try to chuck it to the side because they don't have an outlet. Like think about what I was going through if I didn't have you in my bubble.
Right.
Like I'd have been, my whole family could have been like fucked up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And men don't realize that. Like, yo, dog, you dealing with everything internally because that's how we're taught. We're taught like, man, you don't show no fucking emotion. Are you crazy?
Right.
Man, you let your girl see you do that shit, man. Even when I had the breakdown, I was like, yo, son, get in the fucking car. I can't hold this shit no more. We drove the fuck off.
Yeah.
And the car was in.
Yeah.
The car couldn't even drive. That shit puttering and shit. Milk in the tank. We can't even get up the little hill.
Fall all the way down.
Yeah. Nope. No. G, get off the block. Get off the block. By the grace of God, we got out the driveway. It's like, shit.
15 minutes later.
And everybody under the y'all still there? But all that to say, man, and let me say this to all men, man. Listen, there is nothing wrong with talking or if you don't have a circle, like there's nothing wrong with going and did it get really hot in here?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Like it got hot to the point that my nose feel runny. And the grease is coming out my eyes. But no, all jokes aside, listen, men, listen, and I'm talking to all men, all ages. There is nothing wrong with seeking help. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, whether it's professional help, if you don't have a bubble, like we are graced with. Right. There's nothing wrong with going seeing a professional help.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think most people feel like, if they go to professional, something wrong with them.
Right.
Oh yeah. I don't. It really isn't, man.
It's nothing, man.
There's nothing wrong.
Man, you just gotta look how much shit that you go through. Let's just talk about. Well, you don't have to get into detail, but the past 6 months. Fuck 6 months. The past year and a half, bruh. Yeah. Like, dog, if we don't have, sometimes I look at you and I be like, yo, dog, I don't know how the fuck you do it. Yeah. Man. Like, yo, nigga, this shit is back to back, back to back, back to back. I'm like, yo, son, sometimes I talk to I talk to the dog, Kev, and I'm like, yo, dog, I don't know how this nigga do it, bro. This nigga different.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that you don't really have back problems. No, I'm telling you, son. I'm not even joking. You don't have back problems.
Right. It's like everything,
it's
aggression
stress.
and stress.
Stress. It's like you don't have no outlet. Like you need a physical outlet. The gym is not enough.
Nah, it's one of them things you go to you get one of those good, nice masseuse, and they get right into that stress point, and they just you just hear.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Everything came out. Everything came out. You know what I mean?
Okay, good. Because I didn't know where you were going. When you said masseuse, I said, oh, shit, here we go. Trouble. Trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble. Oh, fucking sound bad. No, I didn't know where you were going. I got nervous. G, the cup is... All right. Okay, masseuse. Stop right there. Stop right there. Yeah, you know when I get them happy endings. Hey. No, but yo, man, listen, and take it from somebody who's actually done therapy. I don't know. I think I've mentioned that before. I've done therapy before. Shit, our job made me do anger management. Remember that shit?
Yes.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong. If you are shaky about therapy, let me make you understand what therapy is. Therapy, they don't really give you the answers. That's not the job of the therapist. They don't really give you the answers. What they do they are really great at getting to the who, what, why, and where. So you might get frustrated and they're going to keep asking you, why? And what ends up happening, they ask you so many times in the right place that you end up gathering the answer. And you're like, oh, that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if I tell people sometimes, like, some of the shit, I had my ex-girlfriend. I don't want to say her name because I don't know her. I don't know. I don't remember her last name. And for her family purposes, I didn't speak to anybody at the time. Her boyfriend shot her in the face. We had broke up. She had moved. She went out there and then she was moving back. He didn't want her to leave. So he shot her in the face and then tried to bury her in the backyard of his house. His mom came home, found him trying to commit the act of burying her, shot her in the face with a shotgun at that too. The mom came home, found him trying to bury her, and she turned him in. Right? Me and my mom went to the funeral together. Like, been through some real, like, unnatural shit. Right? There is nothing wrong with talking to somebody. And I know there's people with crazier stories than mine. And your story don't have to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't compare what your feeling is to someone. Oh, well, he's gone through that, so mine is not that serious. No, it's serious to you. If you're feeling away, then go see somebody, go seek help. And at the end of this, if you get through to the end of this, I'm going to insert some help, a helpline. Last pod, we had Brooklyn Rose on. Brooklyn Rose, she's a therapist. She's going to be back on sometime this month, probably next episode, in lieu of this being mental health month. That last episode was kind of like just a break in the, showcase her, but I'm going to have her on more often. And I probably want to do some like questionnaire thing with her and, sending emails or whatever. Wake up, man. See what I'm talking about?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm totally there.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm more there than you right now because as you're saying all of that in my head, that it's so real, and we as man, we don't realize how real it is. And you see it all the time with with the mental health thing. sometimes we turn even the simplest things of, if you love somebody, the whole story you just gave, if you love somebody that much, why would you, the thought of, that shouldn't even have been a thought to do that. But I've seen it all the time. You see it all the time.
Right.
You get to a point where the relationship is obviously going south.
Right.
If you have somebody to talk to,
Right.
you know, we've all gotten there. We've all been there with
Right.
our relationship. The relationship now.
Right.
We you know, if you find an outlet, somebody to talk to. If you don't, like you said, if you don't have somebody there, find somebody professional.
Yeah.
Maybe the best thing is no longer to be in that relationship, but to take that person's life because they no longer want to be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, it's real. You know.
Yeah.
The fact that you should, if you're having that thought, speak to somebody.
Right.
Speak to somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Real shit.
But we see it all the time. I was watching the thing, the same thing, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, come on, bruh.
Man.
Like, mine. We all have ups and downs. It's never
smooth.
Never smooth.
Right.
You know, everybody goes up. They have their ups and downs.
Right.
You know, I got my cousin here. If it ain't for him, then I'm hitting my other cousin. You know what I mean? And we go back and forth. Me and this dude be on the phone so much. Sometimes I'm like, damn, bruh. And he be on the road driving trucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
we bounce stuff off each other.
Yeah.
Bounce stuff off each other. Then you got your other circles. You bounce stuff off each other. But you gotta have something. You gotta have somebody.
You need an outlet.
You need an outlet
Of something.
You gotta have an outlet. Don't just you can no, because what happens is you build up. You hold it in. It builds up. You bottle it up. Mm-hmm. You end up taking this person's life, man. And then what you gonna do?
Worth it. I watched a video the other day of a dude. Like, I think they were like at an ATM or something, and a dude walked up and he hollered at a girl that was at the ATM, and the dude got out the car and started arguing with the dude, and then shot the dude on camera. And I'm like, yo, dog, that ain't natural.
It's not natural, man.
Something's going, and people say, oh, you know, niggas die every day. Nah, something was going on with that dude already.
That's not natural.
And that wasn't like he was trying to, because he was a grown dude. This not like one of them YNs, little young niggas. You know what I'm saying? This is a grown man. For you to go that far, son, something's going on with you mentally. You got some pent up aggression somewhere. Man, talk to somebody. Find some kind of outlet, man.
Perfect example. Will Smith.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
So nobody. I don't care what your status is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's above it. Man.
Nobody's above it.
Yeah,
nobody's above it.
That's real shit. Because hearing what he's had to hearing what he's had to endure over time. Like, I don't know if I could take my wife coming on national TV to tell me, yo, I had an entanglement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
For the sake of your show? Listen, I give him props, and this is going to sound fucked up, but it's the truth. I give him props for not reaching over the table. Because
that's a whole fact.
There's not a lot of men that wouldn't have, and I'm not condoning doing it.
Right. But again, it goes back to that mental health thing of...
Yeah. So luckily, he said he's had help before in you know, like therapy or whatever.
I'm sure he had to have. Sure he had to have.
That just proves he had to lapse with Chris Rock.
It had to.
He had a
superior
lapse.
Right.
Like God damn, Will. What the fuck? Out of all people, Chris. He's 90 pounds soaking wet. But
nobody's impervious to this, man.
Yeah, bro. And I don't mean to make a joke of it.
But that's a fact.
But a guy leave.
It's a fact. And people need to see that, see stuff like and
really
see that
see it.
and realize that, yo, come on. If
the best of the best.
The best of the best, then come on. It happens.
Oh, man. But, all right, let's lighten it up, man. Yo, you don't watch no sports. Like, I don't watch sports either.
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't a sports.
Nah, I'm not a
but
sports.
let me tell you something. What I do follow, I don't follow, but I'm not a real big sports fan. But the Knicks had a good run. The next pod, I'm gonna have my man come in. He's a sports fanatic. I'm gonna have him come in. But the Knicks had a good run. I was really proud of him. I actually watched a couple of games. That the Knicks was, because anything in New York, I'm a support.
Right.
But the Knicks haven't been in the championship in a long time. You know what I mean? They haven't. My nose is running like crazy.
Right. You don't see me sitting here. If I didn't have this on, we'd have problems.
Right.
This thing's probably soaking right now.
This rag is clean if you want to eat.
That's why I got the rag. It's catching it. A little bit is coming down.
It's like extra hot. You know what it is? You're the devil. It is never that hot. I've done, you know how much interviews I've done here, and it's never felt this hot in here.
You done it in the daggone, like in the winter, it was still kind of cool outside.
Well, outside got to do with inside in here.
It's the whole building. The temperature of the building has raised. That's some deep logic right there.
No, I just cursed you out in Spanish. So for the people who are listening with headphones, they only heard it, and I'm going to say it again. You know what this motherfucker?
Wow.
This piece of shit called me the other day, and I say, "Yo, what up, cuz?" And they say, "Yeah, maricón." I said, "What?" I was like, "Yo, do you know what you're saying to me?" He said, "Yeah, I know what I said, maricón." I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right." So, you know,
who the hell could that have been? That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, deep down inside you're a piece of shit. Did I ever tell you that? You're a piece of shit, man. Yeah. That'll wake you up.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Huh?
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because your eyes ain't that small. I don't know if you're trying to play cute or you're tired.
I have chinky eyes, man.
No, you
everybody
do not.
knows this. Everybody knows this.
No, that's called contact. You're
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell y'all.
If you go there, I'm going there. I've been cordial.
I've had conversations with my cousin's mom on numerous occasions.
There we go.
Numerous occasions, and she looks right at me, and let me tell you something. She's the pastor, reverend, minister. Okay, this woman is holy. And she looked at me and she was shaking her head and she put her hands on me, her blessed hands, and said, I don't know why you hang around my son. Let me say a few praises for you. And I appreciate that. I feel like that's carried me. And I was like, I just had to look at her and said, you know what? He don't know it, but I'm his savior. Everybody has to have a savior. And she was like, "Thank you, Gary. Top dog."
Let me say something to you. I feel like this segment right here should be called True Confessions. Right? Don't laugh. If you know anything about my mother and you know anything about me, we are the same sign. My mother's a Capricorn. If you didn't hear me, my mother's a Capricorn. So am I. Right? Proud. Gee, you know why my mother says these things to you?
Please enlighten me, sir.
I thought you would never ask. Here it goes. She needed that TV up, bro. That TV had to go up. And big dog, I wasn't doing it. Huh? So my mother said, "Hey, you know what? If you pray about it, you get it." So she stood there and said, hey, let me pray on you, bro. And you with your guilty Virgo conscience, oh shit, she prayed for me, bro. Huh? And that TV went up. 2 TVs, back to back. Now you got a ceiling fan on your list, huh? You're welcome.
Ah.
See, this is what I tell you, my God don't play about me, bro. So,
Well, I've heard you say that statement like over the years many a times.
what, that my God don't play about me?
Yeah,
He don't?
yeah. And you know it's crazy because if people think about it, God is an angel. He's the king of angels. But there's another one. There's a fallen angel.
Tread lightly.
There's a
Tread lightly. Now, I know you say you can swim. I've heard you say you can swim. I haven't seen you swim.
You haven't seen it? You haven't seen it? Because I'm pretty sure that was you.
Oh, Aruba.
Yeah.
But you can't float.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, I'm glad you brought that up. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. And we can curse now. This is dumbest shit. How the blue fuck? Huh? Let me mute you the punk ass up. Yeah, mute you up. How the fuck can you swim but can't float? Huh?
What are we talking about here? What are you talking about?
When we were in Aruba, you were like, I don't understand how you float like that, son. You just be buoyant and be on the. First of all, I ain't never hear you use the word buoyant in my life.
Right, yeah, but that was you. That wasn't me. Oh, I could, sir. I was licensed to be a
So was I.
thing.
Well, what I'm asking
We
you.
never had that conversation. That's the first time I'm hearing about that. That's what was throwing me off.
What
That
conversation?
you was licensed to be a lifeguard. I didn't even know you could swim.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We never had that conversation.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Son, we had this conversation because we always go back and forth about this swimming thing because you're like, oh, yeah, I got to what? And then your wife always got to chime in. My husband can swim. He swim like a fish.
Like a fish. Like
Yeah.
a shark in water.
Yeah, like a crocodile. Huh? Like a crocodile. One of them evil fucking animals. Huh? Talk about it. But no, we've had this conversation because I told you there was Gil at the Boys and Girls fucking thing, and I told you he used to swim like a fish, and he was a big dude, 2 times your size, height and size. That motherfucker jump in the water and go to the other side and back and never popped his head up.
Right, that's right. That's
And I told you I got my
Yeah.
junior lifeguard license. Told you that. We had this conversation. But in Aruba, when we were in Aruba, was it last year, year before, 2 years ago?
Not even 2 years ago.
Right.
2 years now.
We in Aruba. We was in the water. You swam out. I swam out. We both said, you said, oh, so you can't swim. I said, yeah. Then I was floating. He was like, how the fuck you floating like that? I don't understand how you floating like that. I don't float like that. How the fuck you float?
Well, if I said that means you must have been floating like weird because, you was like, let's just face it, you look like a life preserver. Like, Beluga!
Where my gun?
Why is that? Why is he? I don't understand why it just happened. Why I got to resort to the violence? That's the only way I could have said that. That it just looked awkward. It just looked odd. I was impressed, sir. I was impressed. I said, "Oh, okay. Oh."
Why don't you tell the story how you tried to drown me? You and your brother tried to drown me in the pool.
In my defense, I was defending myself. I don't know what was happening with you. You was getting aggressive like you are now, and in the water, I told you I'm you in the studio in the water. Okay, that's my domain. So I was defending myself. You try to get a little aggressive, I had to put you down underneath. Yeah. Yes, there was some ladies there that was worried about you, and they started, why are you making him throw you around like that? Damn it, you are a man.
Hold on. I'm getting you.
People, I want y'all to understand this. Yeah.
And this is, hold on, let me get on mic. And this is why I don't fuck with you. Right here.
For
Right. Let
being,
me put
you
my
said
cans
it's
up.
fact. You said we're gonna talk facts. We're
No.
talking
Yeah.
facts.
And you know, this is a fact.
Right.
I realize this. I don't like to be around you when new movies come out. Right? Because you start taking on these characters like it's you. Right? Because you sit in your crib. What's the size of your TV in your crib? Down there.
The big one.
The big one.
About 70.
Yeah, the one in your wife's basement.
Wow.
That was supposed to be the man's den, but that went out the window.
Wow.
Right?
The den has two sides, sir.
Yeah, the small side and the small side and
it's okay, you know.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, because I got screens in my, you know what I mean. In my side, the man's side has screens.
Yeah, but we got a pool table that we can't use. Huh? Got shoes in there on it. Got baking goods. Huh? We can't even use the pool table. Going, what y'all doing in here? Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing.
What
Sit on the couch and don't move.
What is that?
Huh? I ain't afraid to say it. I'm in my safe space. That's your wife's voice.
Wow.
Huh? But yeah, every time a new movie comes out, right, I don't like to be around. If you pay attention, when the movies come out, I avoid you for about 3-4 days. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna see this nigga, man, because he gonna try some shit. And I'm like, so I'm gonna put the hollow points in.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, and this nigga thick. That boy thick. You know what I mean? I had to put the full metal jacket. Like, there.
Oh, you a boy.
So, right when we went to Aruba was right around the time the last Wakanda movie came out, and them blue people were just fucking swimming around the place, and then all of a sudden now this nigga turned into a fish. This nigga think he got fucking gills and shit, right? He want to fuck people up in the pool. Why you ain't do that shit in the seawater? Why you wait till you fucking with your fucking chunky ass brother, huh? And then want to fucking attack me in the pool?
Let me ask him. Why you bringing my brother into? He was no help. He was no help to me. He was more
tried
help
to
to
drown
you.
me too. I was going under. He held my feet.
Well, yeah, he was more, you know, more help to you.
That's why he broke the toilet.
You know.
Fuck him. Did he not? Did we not sit on our side of the room? And when he sat on the toilet on his side of the fucking room in a hotel room, that shit was a seesaw. What the fuck is going on? I had a flashback. I said, "Is this Wingate? Are we in Wingate Park?" I'm trying to take a shit. All I keep saying is, "Wee, wee." What the fuck is going on here, man?
Listen,
and then we got the other cuz. If it ain't wide, it ain't right. You gotta get that wide for the ride.
Listen, man, mental health awareness. Let me tell y'all something. If you got a bunch of dudes, if you got two, I don't care if you got one dude, travel. Go somewhere, man. Y'all get together.
Yeah, no.
Go somewhere.
Facts.
It will change your life. I'm telling you.
Facts.
Go. A lot of times we go places, you see a group of girls traveling. Oh, I'm here with my girls.
Yeah.
Bruh, why don't we get together? Why are we not traveling? I'm telling you, go somewhere, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it would change your life. I'm telling you, the fellas.
I had a blast, man.
Man,
I don't know the last time I felt. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the last time I felt that good.
Man, bro.
First of all, I don't think I was sober the whole time. Now, this video that he got of me.
Oh, that's a fact.
That pissed me off.
That is a fact.
But you know what? Here, what? I'm not mad at the video. I'm just mad at the people he showed it to, because he showed it to the people outside of our circle. I'm like, why you keep showing it to people outside of the circle?
Yes.
Well, stop doing that.
No.
No, they outside of the circle. Don't show it to people. You're breaking the bubble.
It's not.
You're breaking the bubble. But listen,
people, are you listening?
But really and truly, I had a blast. People, are you listening? What were you about to say? What stupid shit you was about? Go Because you know I got shit.
Because nobody will believe it unless they see some of the proof to say this is what I'm talking about. Then they're like, yo, that looked like y'all had a good time. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Me doing the Sanford and Son and about to fall through the fucking glass. You think that was something to show people? Huh? Huh? Me almost falling off the fucking balcony going through the glass. Huh?
Listen,
or the security coming.
Hey,
y'all gotta close these doors, man. The sirens going off.
Oh man.
Hey, fellas.
You're right. We're setting the siren off.
Setting the sirens off just for letting air in the room. Let me tell you something. It was so hot and humid out there. So we said, hey, man, pop these doors open. Let's just chill. Let some of this fucking... Our hotel was like right on the beach. Mm-hmm. Right on the beach. So that sea breeze was coming in. We thought we was doing something cool. All of a sudden, wee. This siren sound different in Aruba, bro. That shit sounded like music.
Looking. What the fuck
going on?
What's happening?
Then the guys that came up didn't look. They were supposed to be security.
No,
but they weren't security.
Absolutely not.
He said, "Hey, Bobby, you gotta close these doors. You let it all the corner out, and that's set it up." All I understood was out and set off.
Yeah.
That's all I understood. I said, okay, we close. Man, but listen, we had a fucking time.
Listen, people, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man, because this is what I do. There was a day we came back from a function. We was all nice. Everybody was nice. Got up the next day. We usually don't do room service. For what? We're fellas. We need that. This particular day, I'm like, you know what? Let's get the room service to come in here and do the room. So my brother had a room next door. Him and one of our other cuz. I got up. I look at my cuz here. I'm like, okay, he's out. Our next boy, he's in the room. He's out. Cold. Lift their eyelids up. TNT. Okay, they're done. I come out. Room service come. I'm like, listen, Mom. I said, my cousins are inside. They're sleeping. They're knocked out. They probably even gonna know you in the room. Just do the beds. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I go next door to my brother. I'm talking to my brother. A few minutes I hear knock on the door. Open the door. It's the same lady. I go in room. I don't. I think they dead. What? Her face? She was looking like I don't want to be cop. I don't know. I think they dead. I don't know what I got. I do what I don't know. I was like, what's happening? I go back in the room. These dudes is like, he's the first. My cousin here, the first one up. The other one, he's still out. The cousin here, he's up. Hey man, you straightened out the bed? What?
Hold on, you be forgetting the best part. When she saw me awake, when she saw me saying it, she said, that bitch saw the ghost. Oh my God. She's like, yeah, he's alive. He's alive. You were telling the truth, he's alive. Oh my God.
And this,
shit.
That was hilarious.
Bruh. And not for nothing, this is how you knew the vacation was banging. I got up before everybody. Every morning. Except that morning. That morning. No. I don't know what happened. That was too many mixed drinks. I was drinking that headache lick at by the pool.
Oh man.
Oh, but talk about that. That fucking bar. I don't know. What did you do to that bartender, son? Because, son, for the life of me, like, to this day, I don't know what you did or what you said. She just did not like you, son.
People, can anybody believe? Look at this spinning personality.
See, that's not helping. That's not helping at all. Because people gonna see it.
I don't.
Like, oh, we get it.
But
You get it.
listen, that's it. Technically, she didn't like me at the bar, but when we hit the strip and she was standing by the bus stop, she seemed like she was cool.
Yeah. But not cool with you though.
No, at the bar, not at the bar. She wasn't.
No. But not even in the street. I think she was cool with us. But I think because when she
looked
looked
at
over,
me.
when she looked at you, she did. Hey to everybody else. And she looked at. So I don't know if you remind her of an ex-husband or an ex-dude that came into town and did her wrong. Maybe she got a baby by this dude. She got a little brown baby at home and she's like, yo, man, he look just like him. Fuck him. Stupid motherfucker. That motherfucker.
You can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, your drinks were weak.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, we had a lie.
From her.
Yeah.
From her.
Yeah, we had a lie. Remember, I was like, yo, give me a thing, and then I slide you mine,
Yeah.
and then make another one.
Yeah.
Shine. Yeah. I told you have that thing to like that. I don't know what it is about you, man. It's like something like people don't fuck with you, bro.
Really? Well, let's get into that, man.
You want to go there? Wait.
No, I want us to get into that.
You seen his eyes? Finally, they open. There they go.
They've been open.
There they go.
They've been open.
Now go ahead.
They're
Talk.
just jinky.
Talk. Jay, I'm about to get into my bag. I'm telling you right now. If you go there,
Sir.
I'm going there.
Sir.
If you go there, I'm going
because
there.
I'm going to go there because you know what?
And it's going to be on record.
I have everybody knows at my job I'm literally the therapist. I'm like in Cheers. I'm like the bartender. Everybody comes to me. But I know so much issues on people. I have people coming to tell me about somebody and they leave, and then the person they was talking about coming in and tell me about them, and I'm just like, I just sit there, I listen, I don't judge. I listen, I don't judge. I give things.
The dealer.
It's okay. No,
Everybody comes to the dealer.
But when it comes to you and your circle of the people that's in your circle, let's go there. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to go there.
Because you
that's
literally
work what you're about to do.
You literally, we're going there because you literally is no different. Me and you can say the same thing. We can look at the people in your circle and say the same thing. You know what? You're a moron. You say it, and they're like, "You're such an asshole."
Well, I'm
like, wow.
Because
I say it
because people know when I say things, I'm saying it from a place of love.
What would that
love
be?
and light.
Yeah, but what would that be?
Because that's who I am. I exude love and light. When you come from, listen, first of all, you're dark skinned, so you're coming from darkness.
See, that's it. That's it exactly. And I've said it, people. I've said it to this man for years. He's racist. He's a racist guy. And then he assumes the same kind of people around him. It's what it is. Huh?
No, that's not what it is, man.
It's absolutely what it is.
I live in a place where love and light lives. I surround myself in a bubble of love, light, and forgiveness.
Well, I mean, I guess
and all these things that what make up to be a beautiful human, right?
Well,
and you come from a place of darkness.
Well, hell. I'm sure hell does have its places where you belong. It has those places.
Yo, why you keep saying that?
What?
Let me tell you something.
That's your Lucifer's chariot?
We always have the conversation about parallel universe. Where I go, you go. Just remember that. Huh? So if you think that I'm going down, brother, we are Jack and Jill. Going down the hill. Fetching a pail of fire. Well, I'm telling you right now, you're Jill. Fuck what you heard. You're fucking Jill. Ain't no goddamn way I'm gonna be fucking Jill.
I've always been told that, people misunderstand you. I don't know if it's
Understand me?
Me. People tell me, all right, that people always misunderstand you. I don't know if it's my size that maybe they just feels a certain way,
That
so they
boy
put their
thick.
guard up. I hate this guy with a certain passion. Okay. But
but yo, hold on. Jokes aside. All jokes aside. That is touching on some real shit, though. And me and my other boy had this conversation before. Real shit. Yo, because you always a big guy. But do you feel like as you got bigger, it seemed like people were automatically more threatened by you?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think it's your size and color, or do you think it's a combination?
I think it's a combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a combination.
And do you see it more from your own? Hold on, real quick. You got that cup right by the light. It's gonna heat that joint up. Yeah. Do you see it more from your own, or just slide it over? Yeah. Do you see it more from your own, or do you see it from because others is kind of like it's a given. They don't really know how to accept this as
right. So you kind of expect it.
There's an expectation, but like the bigger you got, do you see like your own feeling like they're more threatened by you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And women or men?
Both. And I say this because a lot of people didn't know me when I was younger. I was chunky. I mean, I was chunky. And it seemed like everybody was good with the chunky dude. Yeah.
Right.
Everybody was, he's so
Super
cute.
fat.
Yeah. Yo, so he was all good. He's chunky. He was chunky. So it was like, there was good with the guy.
Fat fuck. No, my bad. Okay. I had to get that. Okay. Go ahead. No, but all jokes, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But then as the weight started turning into muscles and working out more in the gym, it's like, then you see the whole, people start changing around you, like on some old, I've had people come like on some old, so you got any more of them steroids? Like, steroids?
Yeah.
Damn, bruh. It's like, that's where we going with it?
Yeah.
And you think, maybe it's a joke, but if you're going to keep saying it repeatedly, it's like, hold on.
Yeah, you feel some kind of way.
Yeah, like, bruh, I put... At that time, I'm in the gym 5 days a week. Like on some old, I'm putting in work.
Well, still to this day.
Well,
4 days.
3 days, maybe 4. Well,
but you know what's crazy? Because I've seen, I think, a good portion of the transformation.
Yes,
and I ask you that because I've seen how, like, we poke fun. But I've seen how people outside of the bubble, like
yeah, you do.
Y'all are poking fun, but there's that 90% truth, 10% joke,
right?
So you're saying shit as a joke, but you trying to slight the. Listen, I don't know how you haven't punched more people in the face. I'll be honest with you. Like and I've told you this, like through the years, you know me, I've been like, why you ain't push that motherfucker in the mouth? So you be like, this nigga got some old good heart, Shrek type. Like, I just want everybody to love each other. Fuck that, man. Knock him the fuck out, man.
I've heard that too. I've heard that too a lot.
Being too fucking nice to these
I've heard that a lot. I've even gotten the, man, if I had your size, I'm like, what you gonna do? Knock down a building? Like, what do you mean?
I think that's what you know what it is. This is what it is with you and I. You have the size, right? In my brain, I'm twice your size.
Clarification, please.
Yeah. In my brain, I am twice your size. So you know when shit happens, and I'm like, yo, punch that nigga in the mouth. That's how I really think.
Well, that's true. I know.
Punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, with you, yeah.
Yeah, we deal with the repercussions as it comes, man. Fuck, let's just get it started. Let me feel some pain. Come on, man. Let's do it. Yeah. And you be like, yo, son, man. What is wrong with this thing? Man, let me get 220 of fucking straight muscle, man. Listen, man.
Yeah, I've heard you say that. Yeah.
Man.
But you see, that's that yin and yang. That's why we have to, that's that yin and yang. You know what I mean?
His was fucked up. That ain't gonna last long, man. I got me some kettlebells in the crib.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I've been going at, man, these guns been gunning, bro. We gun on some, look, on the straight arm. Look at that hump. On the straight arms. You see it? I want to put it on camera like that.
Yeah, you know, it almost looked like wings. Like, that's probably what saved you the other day on your roof. You started flying.
You see how you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? You like to take you like to take the things that somebody could have almost perished. All right?
You was not gonna perish. That was not high enough.
Fell off the fucking roof.
That roof is not high enough. You'd have fractured some parts.
If I had hit my head, listen, I know a woman that died she fell off a chair changing a fucking what do you call it? The fire alarm and died.
She had issues. You know, so that's probably what happened. Sir, you will not have. I guarantee it, sir.
Yo.
I guarantee it.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I was painting my roof. Let's just call it painting. I was painting my porch roof, not my house roof. So it's the house roof and the porch roof. Painting the porch roof, and I actually
slow it down.
Huh?
It's not. It's about as high as this ceiling, people. It's high as the ceiling.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's okay. The ceiling is probably higher.
Of course it is.
This ceiling is higher.
All right. If we're in,
okay.
You said this ceiling is high. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? First of all, from my porch to the roof, I mean from the ceiling under the porch, right?
I can touch it. You know that, right? Standing up, I can.
No, you cannot. First of all, we've proven this already. You are an inch or two taller than me, but I have a longer arm reach than you. We've proven this already.
Right, the baby rape.
Right. You can't, first of all, you can't say that middle word on here. All right, so now I have to find a way to bleep it out. I have to watch this whole thing to edit it and bleep it. You can't say the R word here.
Right. You remember the driver that was in the mirror?
In the room, nigga. It's hot enough in this motherfucker already. And you ate air fried food, didn't you?
No.
What'd you eat?
Disrespectful, man. No.
What'd you eat?
Some turkey, sir. My wife filleted some turkey nice.
How the fuck you fillet turkey?
Well, it wasn't filleted, but she hooked it up though. You know, she sauteed it. It was salt. It was nice. It was nice.
She bought it and recooked it. What? Your wife is a baker.
My wife could cook, sir. She bakes and she cooks.
I wouldn't know.
You would know, sir, because you've been to the house. You've had some of the meal.
Not in the past 4, 5, 6 years.
Well, whose fault is that?
Y'all don't cook. Since y'all got a new house, y'all don't cook. Y'all air fry everything. The only time I see fire under something is when you burn it. How you burn food on a grill in the rain? Huh?
That's where you want to go?
Huh?
That's where you want to go? You sure? You want to
Don't fuck with my business,
bruh. You want to start
with my business.
Don't start. You don't start. It won't be none.
Don't start.
If
fuck
you
with my
come,
business.
I'ma defend myself.
Pause.
No Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Easy, big fella. Relax. Where are we going right now? Relax a little bit.
See,
Let's get back to the point.
Yes. Because you
I don't
always
even know
take
where we
people-
were.
You take people off. You talk about the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't touch the fucking roof. You can touch the fan, the ceiling fan,
The ceiling fan is right next to the roof.
but you cannot. Listen, I could just
Now,
online. I would say, the bread that I owe you. Let's bet the bread that you can't touch that roof. Because God knows I don't want to pay one more fucking thing.
if I gotta wear boots and tippy toe, I'm touching that roof. He ain't say how. Right?
Fuck.
So
I was
bottom
on top.
line is it wasn't that high.
It is that high. If you're on top of the roof, you're at least 20 feet off the floor. What are you talking about, G? All right, put it like this. How high are the gutters from floor to my gutters on that porch roof?
Maybe 10. Maybe 10 feet. Maybe it's 10 feet.
How much?
Maybe 10 feet. Maybe 10 feet. 10 feet, maybe. I don't know if I could say 12 feet, maybe. Like the length to the thing, yeah. Maybe 10
I would
feet.
say 12. I would say 12. Because now when I'm on the porch roof, remember the porch roof is like this. Mm-hmm. So it's giving me another foot or two.
Very thing though. Don't make it seem high.
All right.
But it's not that high.
So let's just say I'm 13 feet off the floor.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Okay.
You good with that?
Okay.
Don't say okay, say yes.
Yeah, yes.
13 feet over the That's fucking high, man.
That's not high, sir. You can jump off that roof.
Gee, you can't jump off the second step right now.
Well, now, because I mean now.
All right, so you think I could?
Longer, couple back in days.
Right, and
that
you're
would
in
be
the
nothing.
gym 4 days a week. You think
Yeah.
I could jump off I can't jump off 3 steps right now. You know what happened to me the other day, and I don't have no qualms admitting it. You know what happened to me the other day? The other day, I called myself rushing to go to work. I said, yo, fuck it, I'm late. Rushed downstairs, put my headphones on, and I got to the fucking 4th step, and I misstepped. Man, I canceled everything in my brain. Do you know what I did?
What you do, man?
Huh?
What you do?
I just threw myself.
Jesus God, my.
There was nothing I could, because I thought about, like, yo, if I put my foot out and jump, these knees are going to give. And I don't know which way they're going to bend when they land. So I just threw myself. Luckily, I ended up landing on my feet, and I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. God loves me. You know where I jumped from the step to the mirror? You know what I'm talking about? Over by the coats. I just took a leap. Since y'all don't know,
Oh my God!
it's about 6 feet.
Oh.
Would you say it's about 6 feet from the steps to
Yes.
like the coats?
Yeah.
I just threw myself, G, just head first. Just go. And luckily, I just end up landing on my feet. Says, sweet baby black Jesus.
Oh my God!
I did it.
You know the thing that bothers me with that?
Uh-huh.
It's about the same height as getting in your truck. People, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So he should be used to that. So at the same height, huh? This man has a Tonka truck. Yeah, it is a bulldozer. You gotta.
The truck is slightly lifted. It's slightly lifted.
Now you know when somebody says slightly, okay, when you can walk underneath the damn truck. Hey, you might want to put a first little thing up on there.
He changed the oil like this.
Change the oil like this.
You hold the pan yourself. The truck is slightly lifted. Let's not exaggerate, because you have people thinking that it's like some big, ridiculous truck.
Which it is.
It's a medium-sized truck.
Right.
Slightly lifted, and
Godzilla.
tires.
About the size of your body.
The tires are
The size of your body.
slightly bigger than the
size of your body.
what the truck came with.
The size of your body. Now, we say that to say you should be comfortable being on the roof.
Now, all right, so if you're going to say that, I'm not jumping off the roof of my truck onto the fucking floor.
Yeah, that wouldn't be wise.
All right, so you think I'm going to do it off of the goddamn porch?
Yeah, but you would. My thing is,
Listen
you
what happened.
You would have been okay.
I would not have been okay. First
yeah,
of all, I'm painting the roof. So let me explain to people because we just keep talking.
Right.
Nobody knows what's going on.
Right.
I'm painting the roof. No problem. I get to a portion, so I do 1/2, a 3/4 panel, and then I'm doing the other side. At some point of time, the tip of my shoe must have touched some of the paint on the roof. So I went to step to the other side, and it's a sloped roof in a triangle. So when I went to the left side of the roof and I made a step, yeah, that shoe with the paint on it went up in the air. And I was left on my left leg with the stick and the stick and the paint stick with the extension in the other hand. I had looked like what was the dude's name? The ocean guy, the one that controls the ocean.
Like Zeus?
No, not Zeus. The other one that got Zeus staff, but he controls the water. Aquaman.
Aquaman. Oh,
that's
Aquaman.
what I look like. And then my son, my youngest son, who I had inside the house, in the window, passing me stuff back and forth. He's on his phone, diddly-daddling. I'm holding on for dear life. I look back. I get my balance. I look back at him. What just happened just now, Dad?
Which is a legit question.
Listen, for a half a second, I saw my brother's face. And it reminded me of when my brother almost allowed me to fall off of the fire escape.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And I'm telling him, yo, help me. But as a matter of fact, Kevin Hart owed me some bread because that line came
That was
from
your
me.
line?
That was my line. I almost fell off the fire escape. I slipped on a bird cage out of all things possible in this world. So who has a bird cage in Brooklyn on a fire escape?
On a fire escape. That doesn't seem like it makes
step
sense.
on it, and I don't think you understand when I slipped. I didn't fall like off the side. You know, when you're going up the fire escapes, there's a gap.
Oh, yeah.
So when I stepped on the bird cage, I slipped and went through the gap. So it was only the bar. By the grace of God, I just threw I was going. I was in air. I didn't touch nothing. I wasn't holding on to the bar and then slipped. I think that's the point where people don't get. I was walking up. My hands were free. I stepped on the bird cage, went through the hole, and by the grace of God, I threw my hands up and grabbed the pole. My feet are dangling like this, like a cartoon.
Oh, shit.
And I'm on the outside of the fire escape, dangling.
How much floor?
4th floor.
Oh, man.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
apartment building.
Oh, yeah. That'd been oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a drop.
Right? I look back at my brother. I'm saying, yo, son, help. Help me. He looks at me eye to eye. Yo, son, stop playing right now. Yo, son, you be playing too much, son. Yo, come on. I am dangling. My feet are like the road runner. Man. Talk about you want to beat the blue fuck out of somebody. When I pulled myself up, everything. So when my son the other day, and he goes, Dad, what just happened? That's all I saw. I saw my brother's face. And I said, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Well, that's not fair. Because, see, in my nephew's defense, why should he go down with you? Because there's no way he was going to be able to pull you up. So he grabbed you, and now both of y'all go. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? One of you go down, the other one take the steps down, and you know what I mean? I'm right. You know? You got a lot of layers, a lot of protection.
You be making me want to go places that I naturally don't want to go. You want to talk about kids?
Oh, here we go.
You want to go down that route?
Here we go.
Or you want to make a pour real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not gonna do it. Because I ain't that kind of human being.
The lies they tell. Son, say something, man. Don't just leave the dead air, man.
No, I'm not leaving. Don't tell me how to run my fucking pod. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? I'm trying to figure out how to go take a leak. Trying to leave you with a storyline so you can tell, so I can get these fucking 4.5 minutes to run, go take a leak and get back. This is what I do. I ain't got it.
It's safe leaving me alone by myself.
Hell no. No, I don't trust you.
Yeah, you might come back and
Room hot enough as it is.
You got me sitting here in Hell's Kitchen.
Yo, I don't know why it's so hot in here, man. I think it's you, bro. It'll never be this hot. Yo, you remember there was a time that you watched the pod and you was like, yo, son, 2 hours? What the fuck is 2 hours? I'm not even gonna tell you how far we are right now. Not even gonna tell you how far we are right now. Right?
What the hell?
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you, because you see how time flies, right? Yeah. So when you go back to your town and you go back to your little fucking alcoholic friends, right? You tell them, yo, you know what, son? You know, when you in there and you're doing it, you know, it's like the gym.
It is. It's like gym. It is. It very much is.
Yeah, this is my workout.
It's like a sauna up in here right now. You know what I mean? You need to do something about that, man. It's not very professional. Got people up in here.
Your ass wet?
Whoa, wow. Whoa, dear big fella. Hey, man. Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. Sometimes this guy goes too far. Okay, I'm laying down. It's like 11 o'clock at night. My phone rings. Out the blue, and I ain't know nothing about this. Apparently, it's a thing. Me and this man relationship, we're family. When we talk to each other, it's goodbye, good luck, sir. That's our thing. It's always been our thing. Goodbye, good luck. That's our code. This man goes, hey, I'm just calling you to tell you good night. You're not going to say good night to me? I said, yo, what's going on? Yo, everything all right over there, man? Yo, everything's good, man. I'm just calling to tell you good night, bro. Good night, brother. And I'm like, why you keep saying that? Now, I'm fully awoke. I woke my wife up. Because I'm like, what are you saying to me, man? What's happening, bro? Huh? It's not, no. We don't talk like this. Is it a code for something? Oh, you just gonna act Jamaican, huh? What? Sir. No, I'm not gonna tell you good night, sir. Goodbye, good luck. That's what we do. All of a sudden, I look on freaking Instagram. Okay, it's a thing. It's a thing, huh? Okay.
Why it gotta be an Instagram thing? Why can't just be, yo, cuz, listen, I'm about to knock out, man. Good night. Have a good night. Why I can't do that? Why is always gotta be aggression with you? This is why I can't tell I can't deal with you Jamaicans sometimes. And then this is another thing. Y'all are so aggressive. Yo, y'all hear me? All this other shit, right? None of y'all niggas fight. Let's talk about it. Fuck my guys. I ain't even putting them back on. Huh? None of y'all niggas fight. I ain't never seen. Now I've seen Jamaicans shoot. I've seen that firsthand, right? Seen that. But I've never seen a Jamaican physically fight. You know what I see? Yo, y'all hear me? Yo, Bridget. Anyhow, your blood clot. God no, brother. Yo, brother. You see, if you say fair, right on, old brother. Yo. And they'll go far too. Yo, y'all hear me? Yo, suck your, yo, brother, yo. You see, if your blood clot touch me. Nobody's touching anybody. I seen niggas with 2 cutlasses in their hand. Each got a cutlass. Yo, y'all hear me? Boss award. If you even think, brother. Yo, if you even breathe, brother. And yo, the mannerisms be crazy because you think somebody head about to get lopped off. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you know what happens when the fight starts? Everybody go get a drink. Yeah, this is what happens. I'm going to tell you the whole scene. Marlon get into a fight with fucking Rufus. Marlon didn't like what Rufus said to him. So Marlon said, yo, you know what? Yo, Rufus, yeah, you see, I played too many blood clot game with me. Yeah, hear me, brother? Anyhow, your blood clot say one more thing to me. Now, Rufus says, yo, boss, you think man afraid of you? Man afraid of you? Boss, go suck you. Suck me what? Suck me what? Free. Now, this is the thing I get with Jamaicans. I think that every Jamaican is born with a cutlass in their hip. Because I don't know where they come from. All you just hear is free. It's like a karate flick. And a cutlass appears. And then, so there's always one dude with a cutlass, 6 feet long, and another dude with a fucking ratchet that he just took off his keychain. Right? And for whatever reason, the nigga with the fucking ratchet seems more deadly than the nigga with the cutlass. I don't know why. Right? Now the two of them are arguing. Yo, Pussy, yo, y'all hear me? Yo, man, you see how y'all play with me? Brother, may I tell you, you know, blood clot. Rufus, y'all hear me? If you come near me, brother. And they go back and forth, back and forth. Hear what everybody do. Jeffrey and everybody, all the normal people in the back. Yeah. Y'all go buy 2 juice now. Them now start fight till blood clot morning. At 10 o'clock now, we have out to 12 o'clock before them even trouble. Then you have little Marcia. Marcia goes down, all right, give me the money and I go get it. Marcia go down and she in her little green tights and sandals and jellies, you know what I mean? And a little tube top. She come back with a fast self. Pour me a juice snap. You know, I did the walk, right? Now everybody drunk off a Hennessy. So y'all now fight. Rufus, y'all make him talk to them with it. You're going like a boss or what? Oh! And then that's where Mr. Achu come out. You know who Achu is?
Who's Achu?
Huh?
I don't know who that.
That's always the old rum nigga on the corner. And every time somebody say something, Achu, man. Achu. You don't allow Marlon to fuck with me, man. Achu, man. Achu. So you know what they call Achu? Because Jamaicans are the best at giving niggas nicknames. So Mr. Achu is yo, Achu, wait, how are you name? Sneeze. How they call you Sneeze? Achu, man. Achu.
People, listen close. I'm gonna clarify all this because this man has been saying this to me for years. He's been sending me videos of my people arguing, and I'm gonna clarify. I'm clear it up for you right now, right here.
Yeah.
Black man, mental health awareness.
Oh, that's dirty.
This is how Jamaicans. We don't go to therapy. We don't go see therapy. We don't go. That's how we get it out. We express ourselves. You express yourself. You're not going to do nothing to them. Hey, your brethren. You're not going to do it, even if it isn't. That's how we express ourselves. And then everybody get it out, they go their own separate ways. Mental health awareness. They're good. You're good. You got it out.
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
That's how we do.
That. And you know, that's how I knew that Vybz Kartel was innocent. Because I was like, yo, there's no fucking way that... There ain't no fucking way that nothing that ever happened. You know what I mean? Whatever the nigga name, Frog, whatever his fucking name, Toad, whatever. That nigga somewhere in Aruba. I think we passed him on the beach.
I think we did.
We passed Froggy on the beach.
Yeah, Froggy.
Because now they never find this nigga. Somebody just told them that Frog was dead, but nobody ever found Frog. We don't know it.
See that?
He's in Aruba.
See?
Because Frog just said, yo, y'all hear me? He said it too many times. That nigga say, yo, if you say another, y'all hear me. Brother. You know what? Me, I left from here, sir, brother.
Yeah, and the next plane smoking.
The next plane smoking, and he was going on Pan Am.
That's it.
On Pan Am, and they even, I think only Jamaica have Pan Am Airlines anyway. Yeah. Oh my God, yo, son. I think we should. I think we should lock this one. I think we did it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea where we at right now. So
if I told you, you'd be flabbergasted.
Oh, sweet Jesus, yeah.
But the next time I hear you say, "Oh, yo, son, why you do them so long? That many hours or whatever?"
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the time passes when you would pass in a good time, man.
Yeah, especially when you're sitting in a sauna room and your clothes is sticking to you. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's not my fault. Where your side? That boy thick. And let me can full disclosure, because this is an honest pod. This is a safe space, right? And it's about full transparency. The only reason I want to cut this short right now is because my bladder's on fire, bro.
I figured that. Cause you said that like at least 15 minutes ago. I'm like, how is he still sitting there?
It is on fire, brother. All right? Flaming. And I don't know how much longer I can hang on. One more giggle.
It's Ocean City.
One more giggle is gonna lose. It's gonna end up with some kegels. This is not gonna work. But listen, we're gonna do this again.
Yes, sir.
It's mental health. Maybe next weekend, not weekend, but you know what I mean. The next pod, you know who we got to get in here. Yeah, we get him in here. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna jump me this time. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm coming prepared. I'm coming with full metal jackets. Pew, 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 pew.
You might want to get the sound effects going. You know what I mean? Get all that on board.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Straighten that out. You know what I mean?
See what I'm talking about?
What is it?
As the Jamaicans say, you know, y'all wicked. Y'all wicked. You know? Bossa.
Yeah, yes.
Bomb drop.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But we got to do this. So, and in lieu of us doing this thing, because we've been wanting to do this dolo for a minute. We've been saying.
Right.
But I want to put something together. I'm going to try and put it together and end it, see if I can make things. We should dedicate this to Killer Mark, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, nice.
We, you know what I mean? Like, we had a brethren, Killer Mark.
Right.
And beautiful spirited guy, man. Amazing dude. He would have took this shit to... Just to make y'all understand, just a small piece of it. We went to a gun range, and this dude bought a parachute. Jamaican.
That is a parachute. He bought like a whole jacket, the full.
He bought
jacket.
everything.
He bought everything.
It was the full military parachute thing. Yeah.
Oh my
God. Why? But so dedicated to Mark, dedicated to mental health.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And as I always say, listen, y'all could have been any place in the world, but y'all are here with me, and I appreciate y'all. Love and respect and peace. We out of here, man.